Ta-da! It's Thursday. Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Sweet and Special TV with your host, Sharifa, your superlative companion. Do you have a to-da list? It's important to have a to-da list because that list consists of stuff you have done regardless of how big or how small. What is to-da? Some say to do. So we are on a similar page with to-da, to do. And for those who are wondering, what is to-da? Do you ever look at your to-do list and think it's an impossible task? I would say sometimes those tasks may seem impossible on our list. Are there things on your list that have been transferred from week to week, month to month, year to year? Of course, I fall into that category, and I'm sure some of you fall into that category as well. And there are some things on our list that you secretly know you'll never bother to do. Isn't that true? To do or to da? Why is it important to have a to da list? The list of stuff you have done, regardless of how big or small that stuff is, you can give yourself a pat on the back. For some days, just getting up and getting dressed is a ta da. To acknowledge that you have achieved something despite what's happening in the world today and how that's making you feel can be very, very helpful. Some days a tada can be about your positive approach to something, regardless of how it turned out. Think about it. Your positive approach to something, regardless of how it turned out. For example, you may have entered a contest and you think all your other competitors cannot match with you. But remember, you are not the judge of the contest, you are a contestant. And at the end of the day, the judge's opinion was different than what you thought. And then the results turn out that you were not placed first. So regardless of the turnout, that was your to that moment, but you had a positive attitude that you were going to win that contest. Some days a tada can be about your positive approach, as I mentioned. You must also note that tadas can make you feel good. So even though you haven't won that contest, you feel in yourself you have already won because you went with that approach that you have this contest. No one else can compete or contest with you, but the judge's decision was final. But in yourself, you felt as a winner. And that's a feel good moment despite the results. But you will keep on going on. Because you did not place first, it doesn't mean you wouldn't enter a contest again, would you? Remember, persons' opinions are different. I have my opinion, you have your opinion, the judges have their opinion. But sometimes we don't feel like sharing tadas. I agree with that. And I know some of you agree with that as well. Sometimes we don't feel we've done anything worth a tada moment. Sometimes we have to dig deep. And you know what? Those are the times that it's even more important to share because that's when you need to appreciate what you've achieved and the progress you've made the most. Today is May 6th on Sweet and Special TV. 6 whole days I have been coming to you for 15 or so minutes sharing information with you. Sometimes we don't feel like acknowledging other people's tadas because we're not feeling very tada-ish. I get it, and I think some of you get it too. Sometimes when we feel like we're struggling and everyone around us is happy, successful, seems to be achieving a lot, you don't want to open up. You hold back. But guess what? Those are the times that is even more important to share. Because ever so often it can help you realize and help all of us realize that despite what it may look like on the outside, others are also struggling. And because there is there are people there to support, can make us feel positive too. Yes, I speak a lot about positivity. There is nothing wrong with being positive. Positivity can take you to many levels. If you aren't trying it right now, you can try it today. Start today. It's never too late to start over. I heard an expression, we're all in the same storm and we're all in different boats. And it can be easy to assume everyone is feeling great apart from yourself. It can be easy to compare ourselves to others. We're all facing uncertainty, much uncertainty in this time, especially, and it's not easy for anyone. Regardless of the boat we're navigating in this storm, that's why today's are even more important right now. So, on this very 6th day of May, what will your today moment be? What goals have you been checking off your list and have been putting off for another day, maybe another week, maybe for many months you have been putting off this particular task, or maybe some years you have been putting off this task. Maybe that particular goal or that particular item on your list was to be an entrepreneur, was to open your own business, but you keep putting off because things pop up that makes you wonder, should I really continue to pursue this? But remember, you have to dig deep inside. If you have that constant reminder in your mind and that list that you're rolling over things all the time, why roll them over? Are you really achieving anything by rolling over things on your list? One moment your list might be extremely long. Next minute, it can be very short. But whatever the length, breadth, the things part of your list, just work on them and tick them off as time goes on. Some things on your list may seem really complicated. For some persons like to execute the easier tasks on their list and then move on to the more challenging tasks. The fact that you have added these things to your list, it means their potential to have it executed. So nothing really is impossible. You just have to make the first step. Over the past few days as well, I have shared a lot about different businesses that are part of our affiliates. Yesterday, we mentioned Cinco de Mayo. Today is Tada. And Tada moments, I want to highlight MHS Catering. Yes, MHS Catering. They operate catering. They do catering for any kind of occasion, whether it be for conferences, business meetings, birthdays, anniversaries, any kind of celebration, any kind of moment you would like some food and some bites to consume. And obviously, you have to place your order or make your booking with MHS Catering. If you have not checked our affiliates page on our website as yet, just scroll. It's not that long. You can scroll from your cell phone, you can scroll on your computer, you can scroll on your tablet. It is very user friendly on almost any device. There is also the fact that MHS Catering can do daily lunches or daily meals for you. After viewing the affiliates page, you will see their contact information. They have a landline and a cell phone and WhatsApp contact information. Why not give them a call today? You may be on the road in Barbados making several trips and you don't really want a fast food to consume. You can have a good meal, a healthy meal, a hearty meal. Just pop on over after contacting MHS Catering and you'll be able to serve with a delicious meal. At this time, they do not offer delivery, but I'm sure that is a work in progress. because they aim to take their business to the next step. Education. Education this month of May is said to be Child Month. Child Month for many activities, for many reasons. And education is very important for Child Month. Education is not only important for children or for young people, it's important for everyone. As I always say, as long as you are living and breathing, there's always something to learn. You can be around in this world for 50, 30, 70, 80, 90 years, but there's always, always something to learn. Who am I or who are you to know everything? There's always a being higher than us who is all knowing. So it's like we are just humans. And if any of you took the time to use the chat feature on our site, I just want to say thank you. Yes, the chat feature may seem like a bit too much, but that way we'll be able to recognize and see who those persons are. And yes, we appreciate you for tuning in. Sweet and Special TV with your host, Sharifa, your superlative companion. Again, this live is briefly for 15 or so minutes. And you can connect with us daily. Check our website daily at sweetandspecialclub.com. This live will also be reposted and not really call a live after on our YouTube channel. Check it out. It will also be retweeted and posted on our Twitter page, Sharifa Yard. It will also be posted on our LinkedIn profile. And we just want to appreciate the time you have taken from your daily schedule. You could have been anywhere else, somewhere else, doing something else, but you took the time to tune in for this brief moment with Sweet and Special TV. And what is the quote for today? I will say, only the best is good enough. So to you, your best is your best. No one else can tell you that it isn't your best because only you know you. So I encourage you to stay positive, dig deep inside, examine those tada moments, and you are going to have a tada Thursday. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow, Friday, for a fabulous, fantastic Friday session. Remember to check out all our affiliates and connect with one of them today and tomorrow. And remember, those of you who are celebrating Mother's Day, check out the specials on Instagram as well. Contact Sweet Special. I just want to say thank you once again for tuning in with Sweet and Special TV with your host, Sharifa, your superlative companion. Have a wonderful day and a wonderful Tada Thursday. Until later, bye bye.